Children, in this topic of construction of quadrilaterals, few basic things you should be knowing. That is how to draw the standard angles like angle of 60 degree, 90 degree, 120 degree, 45 degree, 75 degree angle. And you should be knowing how to mark an arc of a given length. Now, before starting with the question related to construction of quadrilateral, let me tell you a few things. First of all is that the distance between this pointer of the compass and the pencil is called as the radius, or the length we take to draw an arc. Now, related to the standard angles, in few of questions you are going to find that I have drawn 90-degree angle, 120-degree angle, or maybe 60-degree angle. In other questions you may get other angles also, so just have a practice of the standard angles, how you are going to draw it with the help of a compass. Now, as in the first question, you can see it is given construct a quadrilateral ABCD in which AB length is given as 5 cm, BC is given as 3.6 cm, AD is given as 4.1 cm, AC is given as 6.2 cm, and BD is given as 6.7 cm. So what we are going to do, out of the dimensions that are given to us, we are going to first identify which are the sides and which are the diagonals in this quadrilateral. So this AB, BC and AD, these three are the sides of the quadrilateral, and AC and BD, these are the diagonals, because AC is the length that is given between the opposite vertices, opposite endpoints. So therefore, by this way we can recognize that this is a diagonal, and similarly BD is also the length given between two opposite vertex, so we can identify that this is also the diagonal. So out of the three sides, that is AB, BC and AD, I have taken this AB side as 5 cm and I have drawn the side AB with the help of a ruler and a pencil, as you can see it over here. Then because BC side is given as 3.6 cm, so with the help of this ruler, I have measured the distance between the pointer and the pencil as 3.6 centimeter. So on measuring 3.6 centimeter with the help of this ruler, I'm going to place the pointer over here at the vertex B, and I'm going to mark 3.6, an arc over here. As you can see, this is the arc of 3.6 that I have marked over here. Similarly, AD, which is the third side, given as 4.1 centimeter, I'm going to again measure it, the distance between the pointer and the pencil, that is the radius, as 4.1 centimeter, and I'm going to place the pointer over here and I'm going to make an arc of 4.1 centimeter over here by placing the pointer at the vertex A. So this is the arc of 4.1. This is okay. Now after that we have to draw the diagonals, that is AC given as 6.2 centimeter. Again I'm going to measure it on the compass, 6.2 centimeter, and because this diagonal is between the points A and C, so I'm going to place the pointer again on the vertex A and I'm going to mark 6.2 centimeter, that is over here. As you can see, this is the arc of 6.2 centimeter. And similarly, BD, which is given as 6.7 centimeter, again I'm going to measure it on the compass, and because this diagonal is having the 2 points as B and D, so I'm going to place the compass at the B point and I'm going to make an arc over here, which you can see this is the arc of 6.7 centimeter. So in this way, when you are going to place two arcs over here, one arc is of 6.2 centimeter, that is this arc, and the other arc is of 3.6 centimeter, that is this arc, we are going to get the third vertex as C. And similarly, when you are going to place an arc of 6.7 centimeter, that is this arc, and another arc of 4.1 centimeter, that is this arc, you are going to get the vertex D over here. So in this way, when you're going to join all the vertex together, that is B with C, C with D, and D with A, you can get the required quadrilateral. Children, remember this thing, that this is the arc of 3.6 centimeter that I've marked it by placing the pointer at the vertex B. This is the arc of 6.2 centimeter which I've marked it by placing the pointer at A. Okay, then this is the arc of 6.7 centimeter which I've marked it by placing the pointer at B, and the last arc is of 4.1 centimeter which I've marked it by placing the pointer at A. In this way you can construct a quadrilateral by the given sides. In the same manner, there is one more construction, that is construct a parallelogram PQRS such that PQ is given as 3.5 centimeter, PR is given as 5 centimeter, and QS is given as 6 centimeter. Now in this question, PQ is the side of this parallelogram. But what is this PR and QS? As you can see, PR is a diagonal. And how I have recognized this? Because P and R are two opposite vertices. Similarly, QS is also a diagonal in which Q and S are two opposite vertices. So that means the length between two opposite vertices, if it is given, that means it is a diagonal, not the side. So for constructing a parallelogram, what we are going to do, we are going to first draw this PQ as 3.5 centimeter with the help of a ruler and a pencil, that you can draw it, that is 3.5 by measuring it on the ruler. You are going to draw this line 3.5 centimeter. Now, as I told you earlier, that one of the properties of a parallelogram says that the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Okay, so because the diagonals bisect each other and the length of the two diagonals is given as 5 centimeter and the length of the other diagonal is given as 6 centimeter. So if you are going to divide this 5 centimeter by 2, you are going to get the value as 2.5. And if you are going to divide the value of this other diagonal 6 centimeter by 2, you are going to get the value as 3 centimeter. So what I am going to do, that 2.5, we are going to measure it again with the help of this ruler. Okay, we are going to measure the length of 2.5 centimeter on this compass, and on measuring 2.5 centimeter, what I'm going to do, because the length of the diagonal is given as 5 centimeter and one of the vertices is given as P, on placing the pointer at the vertex P, I'm going to mark 2.5 over here. That is, this is the arc that you are going to find that I have marked it as 2.5 centimeter, this arc, by placing the pointer of this compass at the vertex P. Similarly, I'm going to measure 3 centimeter again on this compass with the help of a ruler, and I'm going to place the pointer over here and I'm going to mark a 3 centimeter arc over here, that is this arc, you can see it over here. So in this way, this length from P till this point is 2.5 centimeter and this length Q till this point is 3 centimeter. Now as I told you that because in a parallelogram the diagonals bisect each other, that means this is just the half part of the diagonal that I've drawn as 2.5 centimeter. The other half I'm going to just extend it with the help of a ruler as 2.5 centimeter. So I'm going to place the ruler over here at this P point, as you can see, and I'm going to just extend this length which was earlier I've drawn it as 2.5, another 2.5 I'm going to extend it. In this way, this diagonal will come out equal to 5 centimeter. Similarly, the other length also, which I have just drawn 3 centimeter, I'm going to extend further 3 centimeter. In this way, the other diagonal as 6 centimeter will be drawn. So wherever this length reaches till 6 centimeter and the other length which reaches 5 centimeter, that will be the 2 points of the parallelogram. So in this way, I'll be getting a vertex R and a vertex X, and then we are going to join this Q vertex with R, R with S, and S with P. In this way, we can get the required parallelogram. Children, remember there will be different kind of questions related to construction. These are a few steps that you have to follow, and most common steps that you are going to follow in all the type of constructions. In this question, where it is given construct a rhombus whose one side is 6 centimeter and the diagonal is of length 8 centimeter. Now we have to draw a rhombus in which one of the side is given, And as we know by the property of rhombus that all the sides of a rhombus are equal, that means if one side is given as 6 centimeter, that means other side will be also equal to 6 centimeter. And the length of one diagonal is given as 8 centimeter. Now by the property of rhombus, we know that the diagonals always bisect each other and they bisect perpendicularly. So for this kind of a construction for a rhombus, what we are going to do, first I've taken diagonal which is given as 8 centimeter as my baseline. So this AC that you can see over here is 8 centimeter, which I've drawn with the help of a ruler and a pencil. Now what I'm going to do, because I know the property of a rhombus, that is the diagonals bisect each other perpendicularly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a perpendicular bisector over here. And how do we draw this perpendicular bisector? Just see the steps. The diagonal length which I've drawn over here with the help of a ruler and a pencil as 8 centimeter, at the two ends of this line segment, at the vertex C which I've marked, I'm going to take a length which will be more than the half of the length of this line segment. That means the diagonal that I've taken it as the baseline, which is given as 8 centimeter, half of this line is 4 centimeter. So I'm going to take a length anomalously which will be more than 4 centimeter to draw my perpendicular bisector. Now keeping the pointer over here at the C vertex, I'm going to make an arc over here and similarly an arc over here. So as you can see, this is one arc that I've drawn over here from the vertex C by keeping the pointer at C, and this is another arc that I've drawn over here by keeping the pointer at the vertex C. Similarly, I'm going to place the pointer over here without changing the length, and I'm going to mark an arc over here and an arc over here. So this is another arc you can see that I've marked for drawing my perpendicular bisector by keeping the pointer at the A vertex, and this is the another arc that I have marked it by keeping the pointer at this A vertex. So in this way, when you're going to join the points which are formed by the two arcs, that is this point and this point, when you're going to join this, so you are going to get a line which is perpendicular to this AC, and this will be our perpendicular bisector. Now as we know that the side is given as 6 centimeter, now we are going to measure 6 centimeter on this compass, and by placing the pointer at C vertex, I'm going to make an arc of 6 centimeter over here. Placing the compass over here, I'm going to make another arc of 6 centimeter over here. In this way, these two arcs are going to meet at this point where the third vertex B lies. And similarly, I'm going to place the pointer over here and I'm going to make an arc of 6 centimeter over here. And by placing the vertex at A, I'm going to make an arc over here. And wherever these two arcs are going to meet, that will be the point where the fourth vertex of the rhombus D lies. So in this way, I'll be getting the length AB as 6 centimeter, BC as 6 centimeter, CD as 6 centimeter, and AD also 6 centimeter, because I have placed an arc of 6 centimeter measuring on this compass, and by placing the pointer at C vertex and at A vertex. And on both the sides, I have placed this arc and this arc of 6 centimeter, and this arc and this arc is of 6 centimeter. As far as these two arcs are concerned, at the two ends, these are the arcs that I have placed just for drawing the perpendicular bisector, for bisecting this line with an angle of 90 degree. And these are the two arcs that I have placed on the opposite sides of the line, which are having the length of 6 centimeter from these two vertices. In this way, you can get the solution.